Hello everyone, I'm this session teacher. Before I begin, I would like to ask you a few questions. When you browse the news online, have you ever had the thought that, what? Is there such a thing arising? Oh my god, I fell for another fake news. Indeed, if you lack a rational understanding of the process, mechanism, and causes of network information generation, you are like a small boat floating on the sea. Either the boat was tipped over by the big wave of information, either you lose your way and eventually lose yourself. In this session, we will address 3 questions. The first question is, what are the main characteristics of fake news that use the media for dissemination? The second question is, what are the modes of dissemination of this online fake news? The final is, what are the causes of fake news on the internet? Let's look at the first case. This is a screenshot from the internet.
On Sunday, December 4, 2016, a shooting occurred at a pizzeria in northwest Washington, D.C. Fortunately, no one was injured and the suspect was arrested. But the motive for this crime and the circumstance that triggered it are shocking. The pizzeria known as Comet Ping Pong was tragically hit by this crime due to some false tweets that were widely spread online. The tweets claimed the pizzeria was the base for a pedophile sex crime ring involving Democratic presidential candidate and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and members of her campaign. The pizzeria's operators began receiving threats from right-wing activities who believed the reports to be true. Although no one was injured, the real shootings caused by the fake news were serious.
From the above example, we can see what are the main characteristics of online fake news disseminated by using social media. The first point is misrepresentation of the subject of communication. The news events that are planned or created, the network pusher follow the psychology of netizens and do it. Often, it is difficult to distinguish the true from the false. The second point is misrepresentation of the communication process. The distorted details of the news event are amplified in the interpersonal communication process of the network, and after being redisseminated by the media, making it spread further. Next, let's talk about the reasons for the rise of fake news on the internet. The first reason is internet disinformation makers, in the goal of sensationalism, or they are driven by the need for profit to deliberately create and to initiate and spread such information. For example, like the COVID-19. In fact, it wasn't the US government that created the virus, and it wasn't the Chinese government either. 5G has also nothing to do with the COVID either. The second reason is about the driving force of online platforms for the spread of fake news, and their dissemination channel is mutual dissemination of platforms. Online social media means prone to group polarizations and disorganized accountability. Group polarization means a social reaction in which individuals in a group are subjected to a widespread movement of the group unconscious toward extreme behavior. Disorderly accountability is an extreme consequence of group polarizations. In our online world, due to the lack of moral and ethical or legal constraints, words and actions on social media tend to be extreme and irrational, especially for those social phenomena that people are very sensitive or disgusting. These words and actions are often indiscriminate for accountability. Let's look at Twitter. Twitter is a platform for active intervention in communication. That is to say, users of Twitter are very active in the dissemination of information. So this makes the possibility of information being redisseminated and processed constantly increase. Fake news is spread very fast and widely in social media, such as Twitter and TikTok. For example, this is someone posting a message pretending to be the founder of a vaccine company to attract likes and shares. In fact, the founder of this company does not use any Twitter account at all. But the clarifying message was really like, rumors always spread faster than the truth. Let's look at WhatsApp. WhatsApp is selective communication with high credibility, highly private interpersonal communication in acquaintance society, selective communication between communicators, high credibility of information dissemination. As an example, this is a video that recently went viral in WhatsApp. It spreads the news of city closure, and citizens frantically rush supermarket items, causing prices to skyrocket. Fake news often attracts strong public attention. It is mainly because its news facts are related to social morality and social ethics. Herd mentality is also an important feature in the spread of fake news. Through today's presentation, I believe you have a good understanding of the main characteristics, dissemination mechanisms, and effects of fake news. I hope you will take the initiative to say no to the spread of fake news.